It's always a great moment when two undefeated teams play each other in a match, and when the game is a cup final, it's even more exciting. And that's what happened at the home of Dumfries Saints on Sunday, with Dumfries taking on GHA in the West Under-15 Cup final. And right from the start, the impressive prop Ethan McDermott made his mark on the game with a 50-metre run from the halfway line right through the GHA defence to open the scoring and give his team the lead. It's not often you find a front row player with power and pace, but this lad certainly made the crowd stand up, and Munro Cubban kicked the conversion to give the home side a 7-0 lead. That gave Dumfries the confidence to run the ball wide, and fullback Dan Stevenson came into the line to make a few metres and was brought down well by the Glasgow team's defence, but GHA gave away a penalty and they conceded more territory when captain and scrum half Ollie McKnight kicked to touch to set up another attacking platform. From the line out, the ball was slickly moved right across to the other wing where Nairn Cubban was waiting, and despite having a lot to do, he worked his way through the GHA defence to touchdown for a second try, and his twin brother Munro converted to give Dumfries a 14-point cushion. Nairn Cubban certainly had to work hard for his try, but he found his way through for an excellent score to stretch his team's lead. Most teams' heads would go down after conceding two converted tries at the start of the game, but GHA retaliated well and almost got a try of their own with this good backs move, but the ball didn't go to hand and the chance went begging. But seconds later, good work from the GHA pack to secure ball for scrum half Noah Shaw. He passed to fly half Andrew Devlin, and a brilliant sidestep saw him glide past his opposite number, Aidan Tinning, to go in to the left of the posts. Fintan Rooney kicked the conversion and GHA were right back in the game. Worth looking at this one again. Devlin certainly knows how to get past a player in a one-on-one situation, and after an early setback, GHA halved the Dumfries lead. Dumfries skipper Ollie McKnight certainly leads from the front, and on this occasion ventured into the opponent's half of the field with this dart. He was well tackled by a GHA defence that was a bit more solid on this occasion. It was GHA who had the next chance at getting points. A superb kick ahead was weighted well for a teammate to follow up, but Lucas Monaudo just got back to touch down. A fair-sized crowd were watching this final, which was the culmination of a fantastic day of rugby for youngsters of all ages, and they certainly had good weather for it. Centre Michael Lenner created an opportunity for his teammates to run onto here, but Dumfries were alert to it and fullback Stevenson got to it first. However, he carried the ball over the line and that meant a real chance for GHA's under-15s to score again. And from the resulting scrum, there was Felix Taylor in acres of space to run in and touch down for GHA's second try. Well worked and good composure from the youngster as he added to his team's total, and Rooney was again on target to level the scores at 14-all, which would be the half-time score. So plenty to discuss for both teams at the break, and while Dumfries dominated early on, it was certainly the visitors who had the momentum, and many had them as favourites to go on and win the game. But a lot can happen in half an hour. The home side regrouped immediately, with second row Archie Gardner diving over for what he thought was a try, which would take Dumfries back into the lead. But the referee said it was a double movement, and the try was chalked off. But the disappointment didn't last long. A quick move out to the left saw the ball distributed out to Nairn Cubban, and the winger would go over for his second try. And once again, he had to work for it, brushing past an opponent to complete his brace. Once again, his twin Munro was on target with the boot. GHA fought back again and Michael Lenner was not far away from going over the try line, but good Dumfries defence held the ball up and the home supporters could breathe again. GHA were all over Dumfries though for the next few minutes with wave after wave of attacks, but credit to Dumfries for some fine defensive work which led to a penalty for them in their own 22, and they relieved the pressure. It was certainly building into a terrific cup final, and the next score was going to be crucial. And it went to Dumfries. They forced their way up to the GHA line, won a penalty which they tapped to their number 8 Richie Maxwell, and no one was going to stop him from there. And with another Munro Cubban conversion, the 14-point gap they enjoyed earlier had been restored. The set-piece battle was always going to be interesting, the two packs pretty equal, and both had their successes during the game. In this move, another kick ahead from Lenner wasn't far off producing a try, but once again Dumfries were alert and Mackenzie Murray managed to scramble back to touch down. Still, GHA pushed for a try which would get them back in the game, and they weren't far away again when this piece of play near the corner almost resulted in a score, but the ball was deemed to be in touch and the chance was gone. Soon after, we said goodbye to try scorer Ethan McDermott and Findlay Robertson, who both put in a good shift, but there was still time for more scoring as the clock ticked down. And it was fitting that Nairn Cubban would get his third try of the afternoon, put into space by his brother, and again GHA found him a very difficult player to stop in his tracks, and this time the score was decisive and Dumfries Saints found themselves 33-14 up as we headed towards stoppage time. Fraser Moran would get the last try of the game for GHA, rewarding a fighting performance by the Glasgow side. But that was the last of the action, and Dumfries Saints were crowned champions with a win by 33 points to 19. Well, Ollie, captain of Dumfries Saints, and you've won the Under-15 Cup, proudly holding the cup. Great performance, well done.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was been a great season, just a great way to top it all off for the boys, and great performance for the second half especially.
You've got some exciting players in that team.
Definitely, yeah, just like those two Cubban boys there especially, we've got more boys in there as well, so great squad, yeah.
And Ethan certainly adding his bulk there and going over, and that really set you off, didn't it?
Yeah, brilliant first try, so that started us off well, yeah.
What were you thinking at 14 points to nil? Because you were doing very, very well. Everything seemed to be clicking, but then they came back, and by half time it was all square.
Yeah, we definitely fell off a bit, so that's something to work on. Just keep going. But we came back into it again, so that's all that matters. We've been promoted to the National One Conference next season, and we've got the West Cup again to win next season. So certainly got a brilliant youth section all the way up from micros all the way to under-18, so that can keep feeding through into the first team, and we'll see where we go from there.
Well, a fantastic season, and congratulations, and good luck for the future.
Thank you very much, you too.
Well, Liam, so close today, but it wasn't quite there, and that's your first defeat of the season, I'm afraid.
Yes, it is. It was a tough loss.
But of course, the boys, just to get to the final, I mean, that's a great achievement.
That was a big thing, yeah. We battled very hard through our games to get here, and I think it's great that we did. It's build us as a team, yeah. From
the way I could see them playing, and what it meant to them at the end, there's a lot of people going to go into rugby as a career.
Well, that's why I've came to GHA, because I want to progress my career and hopefully make it professional one day for Scotland. And I think that's a big part of why people come to GHA, I think. Countless boys have came from my squad who want to go further. I think that's a big part of what GHA is. It's a very nice place. I'm very glad to be here.
Munro and Nairn, what a mark you've made on this final. Conversions for you, 4 of them out of 5, which wasn't bad at all, and a hat-trick for you. And you're holding that trophy very proudly. You must be incredibly proud for your boys.
Yeah, absolutely. We've worked so hard all season. It's been a tough season for the lads, but we've managed to come out on top, and I'm absolutely thrilled with the work we've put in and what we've done today. So yeah, really good.
And Nairn, a hat-trick for you?
Just being asked to do something, get them on the back foot, put a bit of pressure on them, quick feet on the outside and 3 tries.
And Nairn, you beat an undefeated team.
Yeah, I mean, it's very good for the boys. I think they've put in a brilliant shift this season. I think that the amount of effort they've put in as well, listening to the coaches, stepping us up to the plate, being asked to do something and delivering, that's it, yeah.
There was a big try at the start from Ethan, wasn't there? He certainly knows his way to the try line. It caught them off guard. It was 14-0 very, very quickly. GHA came back, though, and it was level at half-time.
Yeah, Ethan's an exceptional player, and I think they were a good physical side. I think they gave us a bit of a test, but I think better side came out on top. I think we were more prepared, and we were just up for that. We were up for that game to win that.
And it was some second half, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think our half-time talk was really just we need to go, and we weren't where we should be. We weren't performing at that level that we normally can. And yeah, we came out and we were on top. We were on form. Yeah, it was good.
Now Dumfries is a club currently in National 3, I believe. Obviously, you want to go up the leagues as well, and you want to be joining the big boys soon.
Yeah, I mean the club as the youth section has just been promoted to National 1, so obviously that's a huge mark for not only the youth section but the club as a whole. I think it's a very good stepping stone to going forward in that direction and making it up to the bigger leagues. Yeah.
And you feel the same, of course.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. I think for especially our team, we love just that challenge, playing bigger and better teams. So especially having GHA at home today was quite good, and I think it really showed our team and what we can do on the pitch.
And it's always difficult, isn't it? 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds making that step up. A lot of them, we lose some really good players to the senior rugby, but presumably looking at you guys and how you're playing, that senior rugby is very much in your plans.
Yeah, I think the team as a whole, we're quite a mature team. Asked to do something, we deliver. So I think that all the boys in the team could go up and play that senior rugby easily. I really do think they could do that. They're an exceptional bunch of boys.
Well, many congratulations to both of you and the rest of the team, and enjoy tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.